Okay, let's talk about finding the median. And you can see we have some data here. And this is going to be our example in terms of finding the median. And if you think you actually know how to find the median, maybe you can kind of calculate that and see if you got it right. But we're going to be really emphasizing what the median, of course, how we can find it, but what it means. And in order to really discuss the median, we also need to be thinking about the mode and the mean. And I'm going to be doing separate videos on these guys here as part of a little mini series. So I want to be posting this video along with these videos at the same time. So if you're watching the video on the median, you might want to check out these other videos so you can have an entire picture of these basic statistical concepts. Okay, really important stuff in math. But before we get into all of that, let me go ahead and first introduce myself. My name is John. I'm the founder of TabletClass Math. I'm also a middle and high school math teacher, and over many years, I've constructed what I like to believe is one of the best online math programs out there. And I say that because my program, I've built it from the experience of being a teacher. So my lessons are very comprehensive. They're not quick tutorial videos. And in addition, there's nothing more frustrating to students, and I get that students get frustrated for this very reason, right? You give homework out, and the student goes home and they do the homework and then look at their key, and all they have is an answer. They don't see how that problem is solved. And that's frustrating. It's frustrating for the teacher because oftentimes you don't have enough time to show every single one of these problems how it was solved. Because that's when you see a demonstrator problem, that has real value to it. But in my math help program, I literally go over video-based step-by-step thousands of problems solved. So it's really unique in that regard, and it's taken me years to build out that amount of content. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and leave a link to that in the description of this video. One thing that I'm a huge stickler on is notes. Okay, and I'm giving you my best advice as a math teacher that it's kind of the golden rule that I follow or I've seen is those students with the best notes have the best grades. Okay, and the reverse is true. The students with the poorest grades generally have no notes or poor notes or unorganized notes. So if you want to get a good idea where you think you might be going in math, take a look at your notes. If you're not doing well, then this is a great place that you can start improving in math immediately. Okay, but in the meantime, you need something to study from, and I offer notes. I'm going to leave a link to those in the description of this video. That would include pre-algebra, algebra 1, geometry, algebra 2, and trigonometry. Okay, so just some resources that you can look to um, as follow-on material. All right, let's get into the median. Now we're talking about basic statistics here. So we have the median, okay. We have something called the mode, and then we have something called the mean, okay. Now let's just think of some information here. Let's say 2, 3, 8, 1, oh, I don't know, 4, okay. So here we have some raw data, raw information, okay? So this is just numbers, but this data can represent anything, okay? Let's say I changed it. It could be home values. It could be the number of students at various schools. It could be anything you want it to be. So the data that we're going to be looking at, more often than not, is going to be real life data, okay? So, this is statistics is really trying to give meaning to information so we can kind of figure stuff out. So some basic ways we can do that is finding the mean of a particular data set, the mode, and the mean, okay? And all of these guys up here are what we call basic measures of central tendency. Okay, we're trying to find some sort of trend, some sort of tendency in this information. So you don't want to, you can't look at the median in a vacuum. In other words, we're not going to just look at this information and be like, okay, here's the median, and that's it. No, we also want to take a look at the mode and the mean, and collectively we can get a good sense, hopefully, of some measures of central tendency with this information. So that's why you want to take a look at these other videos. But with that being said, let's go ahead and figure out how to calculate the median. Okay, so here's our data set, and that word median, okay, not to be confused with other words, it kind of hopefully reminds you of the word middle. All right. Middle. All right. So middle, that's what you want to be thinking. The median, middle. All right. That's the main concept. If you can remember the median relates to the middle, you'll be just fine. Okay. So let me erase this. And so again, if you're thinking in terms of middle, then you might be saying, well, are we trying to find the middle number? Yes, that's exactly what we're trying to do. So the median, let me spell that again, is effectively that middle number or middle value, okay? But here's the deal. Here's our data, okay? And this data, it's just raw data. Here's the thing, we can't find the middle value just yet with this information. We have to do something first. Okay, we have to make sure that our data or information is ordered from lowest to highest. Okay, so you can see here, I have 0 right there. Okay, so this 0, start with that, then I'll look through all this data, and I got to do a little bit of work. I got to rearrange it. I have a 1 and a 1. You can see that's all ordered nice and neat from lowest to highest. And once we have this, we can now go search for the middle value, okay? All right, so let's just go ahead and look for that. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers there. We have 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 4 numbers there and 4 numbers there. So it's not clear where the middle number's at, right? So the middle number is going to be a tie between these two numbers, right? So this is the 4th number, this is the 5th number. So what do we do here? Well, let's take a look at an easier situation, then we'll get back to this problem. So what if I had this data set? Okay, now what would be the middle number here? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 numbers there. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 numbers here. Okay, so this number is right in the middle. Okay, so 3 would be the median if, in fact, our data set included a 12. Okay, but that's what the median is. Okay, it's precisely the middle number, and sometimes your data set will be nice and easy, and you'll have exactly that nice middle number. Okay, so obviously here we have 4 numbers, right? 8 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So when you have even numbers in your data set, we're going to have to do something different. When you have an odd number, then we have that middle one will be the median. Okay. All right, so that's what the median is. Now let's get back to our problem. That's an easier version of it, obviously. And we'll get rid of this 12. And now let's get back to this scenario. So we have everything in order, but the middle number is somewhere between the 2 and a 3. So we have 3 here, we have 3 over here, so somewhere between 2 or 3 is going to be the median. So we don't just flip a coin and pick one. We're like, we'll pick 2, or maybe we'll pick 3. What we need to do is find the average. So we're going to go 2 plus 3, divide that by 2, so that's 5, divided by 2, and that's 2.5, and there you go. Okay, that is the median for this data set. All right, so it's really no more difficult than that, but these terms, the median, mode, mean, they come up frequently, especially like in economic news and things like, let's say home prices. Let's say homes in XYZ area, the median value is 250,000, right? So we got homes in XYZ area, the median home value in that particular area is 250,000. So what should we interpret from that? Okay, well, now that we're experts in the median, you would interpret the following. Okay, so right in the middle, we have $250,000, okay, is our median. So half the homes, okay, in that area, XYZ area, are going to be more expensive than $250,000, okay, and half the homes are going to be less expensive than $250,000. Okay, so that tells us something, right? Now I didn't even need to know all the home values in XYZ area. Okay, the fact was I was given a measure of central tendency. That tells me something about the entire data set without even seeing the entire data set. If I just knew that, hey, the median is 250,000. Interesting. Well, I got it. There's 50% of the houses in this area are under 250, and maybe that's, significant to you. Let's say you have a budget of 300,000 to buy a home. There you're like, okay, well, close to 50% might be in my, range, if you will. Okay. So again, when you're learning math and learning these terms, learn them to apply them in real life. Okay. And these terms, a medium, mode, mean, they come up. Okay. You got to look out for them. All right. So I like to leave these videos with stressing this point. Watching these little tutorials and stuff hopefully help you out, and that's the whole point behind me doing them. But you need to practice this stuff, okay? So if you're doing homework, then do your homework, and do it correctly and really, study, okay? Because you just don't want to watch something, understand it, but if you don't practice, it's not going to stick. Okay, so make sure you're practicing and following up and getting the help you need. So a couple quick things here. One, if you're not a subscriber to my channel, hopefully you will become one. I literally have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos for you on my YouTube channel at this level of math, middle school, high school, and beyond. Okay, so if you need some extra help and you like my teaching style, that's one place to look. By the way, if you enjoyed this video, please consider smashing that like button. And then obviously, if you really want my best work, you can check out the links in the description of this video. One last thing, if you obviously did watch this video on the median, check out these other videos on the mode and the mean, and eventually I'll try to link those to this video, but they'll be on my playlist, in my algebra playlist. That's where I'll put them, pre-algebra and algebra playlist. Okay, so with that being said, I definitely wish you all the best in your mathematics adventures. Thank you for your time, and have a great day.